Are we allowed to tell the Ron White story? Are you
I
allowed to
don't
tell
know
the
why.
Ron?
I don't know why we wouldn't.
I love that fucking story. Hearing that last night.
Yeah, I forget that this happened sometimes because it's just like. So I've been very lucky. I was very lucky, like early on when everyone was moving here, like I was helping out at the Vulcan and stuff. When Redban and Tony and all of them started moving here.
Casual name
Joe,
drops.
obviously.
Casual name drops. Jesus Christ.
And so, Redban very quickly wanted to start doing his secret show at Vulcan. I think what happened was Tony Hinchcliffe was booked there to headline first, and then he told everyone else, like, hey, this is actually a pretty cool venue. And so Redban was like, well, I want to do secret show there. So they started doing it every Thursday at Vulcan. And
what time frame is this ish?
This is the November 2020 time period. And and so I got lucky to like get booked on a couple of them. Like I got to do secret show several times, and I was like freaking out a little bit. Like Redban gave me a spot. This is so cool. And obviously I was opening, and it was not very good, but like whatever. Like it was fun, and I was happy, like so happy. And yeah, I was in the green room the night that Joe and Ron showed up, and Ron wanted to break his retirement, and so. Like I literally opened the secret show and was like, kind of like, thank God my set's over. Like everyone on here is so much better than me. I was very nervous. Like I went and sat in the green room and kind of just was like talking to whoever. And then, they like Ron and his girlfriend and Joe walked in, and like Redban, obviously was like, yeah, that's all good to see you and stuff. And Joe's like, I think he wants to do a spot and stuff. And Redban's like, dude, if you want to do a spot, you can do a spot. And so, Ron's like, let's do it. And so Redban like tears a piece of paper out of his notebook and writes, you're bringing up Ron White. And he gives me the piece of paper, and he's like, hey, can you run and give this to Dustin Ibarra, who was on stage at the time? We're switching the order so Ron can go up like right now. And I was like, yeah. And so I like take this little like triangle of paper that says that, and I run down to the stage, and I'm waiting for Dustin to do his little thing about like, thanks, that was my set, we're ready to bring up your next comic. And as he's doing that, his back is to me, and I'm walking up the stairs to like hand him the note, and he turns around and like thinks I'm about to punch him. It was just so funny. He was like, I thought you were attacking me. And then, I hand him the sheet of paper, and he reads it, and he's like, oh, thanks, cool, that's great, that's way better than being attacked, or something like that, But yeah, then he read the paper, and Ron went up, and it was one of the best sets I've ever seen in my life. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Like, it was so surreal. I literally ran back upstairs and sat against the railing and just watched Ron White.
There's gonna be, obviously the Comedy Store documentary came out, and it was very good. In about 20 to 25 years, there's going to be a documentary. There's going to be something that talks about the comedy boom in Austin.
Yeah.
And there are key moments that are going to get highlighted, and that's one of them.
I know.
It has to be.
It's crazy.
Because now it went from, as far as, and again, this is like the definition of third-hand information, because I listened to it on the fucking Joe Rogan Experience. But like, it went from Ron should do comedy again, breaks retirement, starts doing spots at Vulcan, randomly shows up at Kill Tony every now and again. Mothership opens up, he's doing stuff there, and now he's back on tour.
Yeah.
As far as I know, he's on tour.
And he's sober too.
And he's sober.
He got sober, yeah.
And he looks healthy.
He looks great.
Ever.
Yeah.
That's
And
insane.
he kills all the time. I mean, like, he's one of my favorite comics to watch of all time. It's just insane. Like, he just talks you into a joke. And that's just how he is. Like, that's literally how he is if you meet him, too. Like, you're just talking to him, and then he's telling you just something that sounds like a side comment, and it's the funniest thing you've ever fucking heard in your life. And it's like, and to be clear, I'm not like super close with any of these people. I've just worked with them before, but like that's what my impression was like when I was in the green room with him. I was like, this is hilarious. Like, you literally just are like that.
I get the impression that it's Southern hospitality that happens to be the funniest thing you've ever heard in your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
I'm proud to announce that the podcast is now officially sponsored by the fine people over at Chop Chili Company. Guys, this is some of the best chili you can get here in the state of New Mexico, and they are online as well as in stores. They can be found at Smith's, Albertsons, Sprouts, John Brooks, and Lowe's Corner Market. They have 3 amazing flavors that you see here, and they also have frozen green chili that you can get online. Go on over to the website, chopchilico.com, and get yourself some amazing chili today. podcast is now officially sponsored by the amazing people over at High Desert Relief, a premier herbal destination right here in the state of New Mexico. They have extremely well-trained and knowledgeable staff that are more than happy to help you find what you're looking for or try something that you maybe have never thought of. They have 2 locations here in Albuquerque, 1 in Santa Fe. All 3 will be listed right here and in the description of this episode. All 3 offering legendary products at absolutely legendary prices, including this awesome merch that they were so kind enough to gift me here. All of this can be found at all 3 of their locations. Again, big thank you to the guys over at HDR for supporting. Now back to the episode.